Hey, it's Matt Moscona. You found it. It's AFR Saints, your home for daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Please subscribe, smash the like button, hit the bell so you're notified whenever we post a new video. And our content this football season is presented by BetUS. Score a 150% bonus on your first deposit and a 125% bonus on your next two deposits up to $2,000 when you use the promo code YouTube150. Enjoy the video. Who dat?
He's certainly, a demanding coach and does a really good job, with the offense. A lot of different personnels, formations. There's some shifts involved, and he does a really good job of kind of identifying areas of weakness that he wants to try to attack. And so, certainly that'll be something that we'll have to deal with, come Thursday night.
Dennis Allen talking about Sean Payton will be making his dome coming of sorts. Yeah, we go behind enemy lines. It's actually just our spy that's infiltrated the Broncos. Dude's from New Orleans. I mean, he's going to have black and gold underwear on. Corey Rholdon, KKTV there in Denver, covering the Broncos these days, formerly of WBRZ. Catch him on Twitter, X at Corey_RoldonTV. Good to hear from you, man. How are you, Corey?
Doing well. How have you been, Matt?
Doing awesome.
I just came in this morning.
Nice, man. Nice to be home.
Yeah, it's great to be home. So, excited for this matchup.
I don't know that the same is true for Saints fans. It's been a rough go. What about a vibe check around Denver after starting 0-2, winning 3 in a row, then losing this past Sunday against the Chargers? 3-3. What's the mood around the franchise?
It's good. It's positive. That not a lot of high expectations coming into this season with cutting Russell Wilson, taking that huge salary cap, dead cap space. But Bo Nix, he's done well in spots. They've started slow in games, but defensively, they've been great. Bo has shown progress. He's gotten better each and every week. So I think the vibes are good in Denver right now just because Nix is continuing to develop. This is a young football team that's growing.
What's the feeling about Sean Payton in Denver?
Sean really, it's kind of weird, right? So Sean isn't acting the same with the Denver media, honestly, like he did in New Orleans. He's not as comfortable. The people are questioning about his decision with Russell Wilson, but there is some trust for a guy who's won, 150 games as a coach. That's what I was saying right now, Matt.
Are people questioning the decision to hire Sean Payton at this
point? No, not at all. No, what he did with Russell Wilson, I would say, benching him, cutting him. They were questioning that, and then drafting Bo Nix 12th overall, a guy a lot of people saw as a second-round quarterback grade. But, Bo, in my opinion, has surprised a lot of people early on this season.
I'll get to Nix in a second. One more on Payton. The storyline here this week, and it's a short week, of course, but a lot of people are talking about Sean Payton coming back to New Orleans. Is the Sean Payton coming back to New Orleans storyline playing at all there in Denver?
Yes. Sean got asked that a lot today. Actually, just a few minutes ago, he had like a 5-minute long answer on what New Orleans meant to him. Really good answer from Sean. He keeps saying, though, he doesn't have time to think about it. It's a short week, but we all know Sean Payton, an NFL historian, has thought about this game a lot.
We'll get right back to the video. I want to take a quick minute, remind you about our friends over at BetUS. Great partners this football season. Remember, right now, you get a 150% bonus on your first deposit and a 125% bonus on your next two deposits up to $2,000 when you use the promo code YouTube150. If you want to bet on the Hoodats, not sure you might right now, but Thursday Night Football might make it more interesting. Get to BetUS. I'll show you how easy it is. All you got to do, go to the football tab. You can go to NFL Week 7. Saints, of course, and Broncos play on Thursday Night Football, so there's the game right there. Let's say you're like me and you think Denver's going to win. 1 point feels like a cheap line. Yep, we'll go and add it to the bet slip. We'll come over here. How much do we want to risk? Say $25. Place your bet. It'll ask you to confirm. Tap, and there is your confirmation right there, locked in. It's just that easy. A matter of a few taps, and of course, that great special right now, 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next 2 deposits, up to $2,000. If you sports bet, why would you sports bet anywhere else than BetUS? Now, back to the video. Let's talk about Bo Nix. 6 games into his NFL career, what stands out so far, good or bad?
Bad. Sometimes accuracy, deep ball. Good. His playmaking ability, his ability to escape the pocket, not get sacked. Off-script plays, he's been really good at. And he's also taken command of the offense, which is, you don't see a lot for an NFL rookie quarterback. But right now, he needs to get more consistent on hitting the receivers, and then his deep ball is just not there right now.
What about targets? Well, we'll get to the defense in a second because that's been good. Yeah. But what about offensively? Who's there aside from Nix?
Well, you got Cortland Sutton. He's a possession receiver. But outside of that, Matt, that's really the problem of this offense. They don't have anybody who can, like Rashid Shaheed could take the top end out of the defense, or somebody can break a bunch of tackles. There's just not a lot of playmakers. Javonte Williams tore his ACL 2 years ago, and he hasn't been the same guy since then. Jaleel McLaughlin, undrafted back 2 years ago, hasn't been that great. Josh Reynolds just went on IR. There's just not a lot of weapons on this Broncos team, and that's something that I think they're going to need to address in the offseason.
We're going to see a little Jordan Humphrey make plays?
Yes, little Jordan Humphreys does get some targets. Sean loves little Jordan.
He loves a lot of former Saints.
There's
no doubt about that.
Cool. You got Adam Troutman.
Oh, God.
I expect some triple reverse Adam Troutman, a Lucas Kroll pass in this game.
Corey Rholdon is our guest there at KKTV in Denver covering the Broncos. Now, flip it over. Denver's 4th in total defense, 4th in scoring defense. Why they've been so good on the defensive side?
Well, the guy who got hurt last week is a big reason why, and that's Pat Surtain. I don't think Surtain's going to play. He got a concussion the first defensive snap versus the Chargers. They've been great. Their 2 cornerbacks have been really good. Riley Moss as well, second-year cornerback out of Iowa. Defensive line, they're deep. Jonathan Cooper, Nick Bonito, John Franklin Myers. Zach Allen has been a monster up front. They're just a lot of depth with this defense. They're aggressive. Vance Joseph is calling a lot of blitzes. But, Matt, I will say this. Things changed when Pat Surtain went out the game, right? They moved from man. They moved to more zone. And Justin Herbert picked them apart last week. So, I'm interested to see with a rookie quarterback, do they start blitzing more and get back to that aggressive play without Surtain?
Yeah, the good news for Denver is that Justin Herbert doesn't play for the Saints.
They're
going to face a rookie quarterback making his second start, and the Saints might be without their top 2 receivers. It may be one of those really ugly Thursday games that have become so commonplace for so long with 2 offenses that might struggle to get going. What about in the third phase, man? How are the Broncos in special teams?
Well, you got Will Lutz. He's missed one kick this season.
That's right. All the former Saints.
Yeah. Will Lutz, baby. Will Lutz has been really good. I think he's 11 for 12 this year. You got Dixon, who's a good punter. Their returners, Marvin Mims. Really haven't seen a lot of them actually returning this year, punts or kicks, but he was a Pro Bowler a season ago as a rookie. A ton of Saints, by the way, man. Just thinking about this. Malcolm Roach on the defensive line. Did
they bring
Jonah
Lance Moore out of retirement?
Oh, yeah. You need Colston, Jimmy Graham.
Why not?
But, yeah, this game's going to be fun just for that aspect. Lutz and then Payton, all the former Saints. That aspect, I think this is going to be a fun game.
How big is for a Broncos team that's 3-3, and I would imagine it has playoff aspirations this year? We're looking at it from the Saints' perspective, Corey. If you fall to 2-5 mathematically, it's just hard to imagine an opportunity to dig yourself out of that hole. How big is this one for Denver as far as a game they feel like they can probably get on the road to get them above 500?
Yeah, it's big. They got 2 home games coming up. This is a team that before the season, Vegas projected them to win 5.5 games. So already at 4 through 7 weeks would be great. You're in the race to get a wild card spot at that point. You're 3-3. As the other team ahead of you is the Chargers at 3-2 in your division. So it's a big game. That's what Sean Payton has tried to emphasize in his press conferences. It's like, I get all the emotional aspects of him coming back to New Orleans, but the most important thing is getting the fourth win.
What spots you gonna hit while you're home?
Oh man! So tomorrow, I am going to be going to Desi Vegas, of course.
Nice.
And then we're going to be going, I got to go to Cafe Du Monde, got to get some beignets.
All right.
And then walk around Royal a little bit. And then after the game, I'm going to stay here a little bit. Then I'm going to head up Chapel.
All right.
You know,
Yeah, you're making the most, man.
Dude, you know what? You got to get a little time off, a little weekend. No Broncos game on Sunday. So.
Oh, that's true, man. So you get like the long weekend. So are a lot of the other Denver media, like, are they tagging along with you, or are you just going to see family, or what?
No, I'm seeing family. This weekend's all about family. Got to go see my friends, godchildren, my parents. So.
Yeah, man. Corey Rholdon, KKTV there in Denver. New Orleans born and raised, man. We got to know him here at WBRZ.
504, you heard?
Hey,
hold cross, baby. Go Tigers.
Are you gonna drop?
Hey, we beat Jesuit.
Are you dropping a who dat?
Who dat, baby? You know, always who dat.
All right.
I can say it here. Nobody's going to tattle on me, you know, but definitely might be some Saints stocks or something hidden away.
Yeah, this is going on YouTube, Corey. Everybody in Denver is going to know that you're a gigantic homer that hates the Broncos. Corey Rholdon. Hey, man, thanks for the time. Good to catch up, bud.
I appreciate you.
Thanks so much for watching the video. Do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, hit the bell so you're notified when we post a new video, and remember to support BetUS, where right now you can get a 150% bonus on your first deposit and a 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000. Be sure to use that promo code YouTube150.